Good evening all and welcome to another video on Ohio the Ale. It's Saturday night and it's New Year's Eve, but most of all it's craft beer night. The beer we're going for tonight is from Greece. It's from Strange Brew. It's this one. It is Dr. Haze. And Dr. Haze is a double IPA weighing in at 8% ABV. It's not an awful lot I can tell you about the beer. The ingredients are the usual: water, barley malt, flaked oats, hops and yeast. There's really no clue as to what to expect in terms of flavour or anything like that. Although it does say that, it says this: sick and tired of all those generic sterilised beers around, Strange Brew does have the cure. No one is feeling down when Dr. Haze is in town. So that's that. I've got, like I say, no clue at all. I do love the funky artwork. You've got some fairly funky art. You've got a little skeleton on a penny farthing type bicycle there. It's funky. Let's hope the beer is good. So without further ado, let's get it out into a glass and see what we think. So we're pouring into my vocation glass today. The pour is, we're not going to go nuts, pale, hazy, lovely colour, lovely iridescent orange. Oh, that's thick and soupy. In terms of the level of haze, you've got just a little bit of light coming through at the fringes. You've got a nice tight white head. Look at that up close to the glass. It does look lovely. The whiff. Stone fruit, mandarin. My senses have taken a bit of a battering today. I've just finished off a chicken tikka madras. It was rather nice, but obviously that's dominant. But yeah, big mandarin, big hints of mango, melon, lemons coming through as well. Really bright, zesty smelling double IPA. So it looks great. It smells really, really nice. Let's see what it tastes like. Cheers. It's not hiding the 8%. It is not hiding that in any way, shape or form. The body is a little thinner than I would like on a double IPA. It's not thin by any stretch, but it's just a little bit thinner than I was expecting based on the looks. The flavour's punchy, big, bright citrus up front. The stone fruit's quite subtle but pleasant. There's a sweetness coming behind it, sort of peaches and a little bit of the mango coming through. There's a hint of pineapple, but overarchingly it's citrus forward, and I like it. The melon that I could smell is kind of there, but it's really far back, and yeah, like I say, punchy. The 8% is obvious in this one. It's not hiding in any way, shape or form. Carbonation is nice as well. It's lightly carbonated in the mouth, and I like that. It's silky smooth, as you would expect. And that finish, not as bitter as I was expecting. I like my double IPAs to have a little bit more bitterness to them, a little bit of resin maybe. And I know not all hops bring that, but I'd like a little bit more of it. There's a sweet juiciness on the back end as it starts to fade away as well. And yeah, not a bad effort that. Not a bad effort at all. So, Strange Brew. Whenever I hear those two words together, I cannot help but hear the song from Cream. It's a brilliant track. If you've never listened to Cream in your life, I suggest you do and go check out Strange Brew. It's brilliant. Anyway, the beer has had 2,900 check-ins with an average score of 399. That's fair. It's fair. My score, put the name on here as well. Dr. Haze, just so I don't forget, has currently got nothing on it. So let's give it some points. The looks, we'll just top it off a little bit. It's a great looking beer. You've got a beautiful colour, got a beautiful level of haze, and you had, see if we can encourage a bit more of it, a nice white head on it. It's a great looking beer. It's the right kind of look Exactly what I'd look for in a beer of this style. Nice and thick and soupy. Having a point. The aroma, I really like. Big, bright citrus. Bit of pineapple, mostly mango and peaches coming through. Just a little hint of melon. And then as that kind of all fades away, you get a bright burst of lemon. Nothing to dislike about that. It's getting a point. The body, just a little bit thinner than I would like. I would like more chew to it. Double IPAs, I guess I've been spoiled by some really good ones. And you kind of expect to have a little bit of hop chew. This is just a little bit on the thin side in comparison to the other, so I'm just going to give it a 0.75. Taste, again, just lacking a little bit of punch. I do like the citrus. It is sort of the mandarin, slightly pithy up front. Bit of the mango coming through. Peaches are more dominant than the mango. And of course, a bit of the lemon. Tiny hint of pineapple, not a huge amount. But again, it's quite muted, and the alcohol is more obvious. It doesn't hide itself in any way, shape, or form. So again, I'm going to give it the 0.75. And the finish, again, it's just lacking a bit of bitterness for my liking. I would really like some more hop bitterness on the back end. A nice dose of resin. I don't know what hops are in here, but it just needs a little bit more of them, in my humble opinion. So again, I'm going to give it the 0.75, which means that Dr. Haze from Strange Brew has got 4.25 out of 5 on the Untapped scoreboard of joy from me. So bonus points. I can't have the full bonus because it didn't get a 5 out of 5. Buy it again. I didn't buy this one. This is another one that's made its way to me from Greece via Nabil. Thank you very much, Nabil. Would I go and buy it again? Would I buy it after this experience? Knowing that there's better ones out there in Greece, indeed in many places, I'm going to say no, I wouldn't get this one again. Does it offer value for money? I don't know. What would I pay for this one? Now, I've caught myself out on some of these Greek beer reviews before with the price suggestion. And I always say, what would I pay for these beers? Because I don't know what they cost. And some of the Arskianos Porter, that really blew me away on how cheap that was. So this one, it's a 440ml, 8% double IPA. Now, the Pyro Cataclysm was really cheap. I think it's about €5, maybe €6 tops. I would place this one a little bit further south, at about €4.50. So €4.50. I'm going to put the 4.5 in there, just so I've got myself a reminder for when I go back and look at the pricing when I upload the video, just to see what I think. So, no bonus points for Dr. Haze. Unless, of course, it falls under that €4.50 mark. Otherwise, it's got 4.25 out of 5 on my Untapped scoreboard of joy. So, there we go. Not the best one I've had from Greece, but not a bad beer by any stretch of the imagination. Just not one that I'd go out and buy again. And on that note, we're going to leave it there so you can all enjoy the rest of your New Year's Eve in peace and quiet, or whatever madness that you're going to enjoy. And we'll say, that has been the beer. I've been me. Those down there are the buttons. You know exactly what to do with them by now. You've got your like, comment, dislike, and subscribe. Choose any combination of them as you wish. And I will see you again soon for another one. Bye.